Hey everyone! Okay, that is a super cute emote. It's very cute. Not much, just starting my stream. We're going into the court case in, yeah, part 2 on trial. Let me just pull up this thing so I'm not in part 2 on trial. Go. Get prepared for what's going on. There's some very good emotes. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Ow. Oh, no!
Casual slam jam. Court.
You know when you hit your, like, funny bone on your elbow?
Court.
Ow. Just hit my elbow on my desk. Okay. Our 2-1 trial. Here we go. Defendant lobby number. Adrian did it. Wait, I need a deeper voice for him. That's what it looks like. Dude, no way. That woman couldn't do anything like that. Court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. A mountain of evidence? I'm certain there is someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Please, Mr. Wright. Dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring break, it's alright. I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. I understand. Well, it's almost time. I'm assuming this is— oh, it's— no, okay, never mind. Mia. Let's get a complete acquittal today. I know. But I can't focus on Maya's situation right now. Or Pearl's either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day. Indeed. Well, let's get going. Tim. This is Wright. Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney. The day of the trial. Maya, she's unharmed, right? Well, when I checked on her early this morning, she seemed a bit— how shall we say— tired. Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. My sake, as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning. Present? What in the world would you want to give me? We'll figure it out once the trial starts. And even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest, if you please. Wait! Napper sent me a present? Mr. Lawyer dude. What's that? No one. It has nothing to do with you, so forget you heard anything. Dude, your nose just get longer? Mr. Court. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt on guard. Are the prosecution and defense ready? Defense is ready, Your Honor. I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von Karma? I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? Your Honor. Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor Von Karma has— this morning, Miss Von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman. What? Shot? Somehow, I think this is the present that man was talking about. This present. Miss Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country. Von Karma's getting shot, yeah. If she were to disappear, it would be to advantage. This is totally insane. But Miss Von Karma, is she alright? I don't have that answer. She's alive and in stable condition. That's good. Ugh. You're... I thought he'd show up. Your Honor, due to the circumstances, Miss Francisca von Karma cannot appear in court today. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. The prosecution is ready, naturally. Hell yeah, prepare to get edged. Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Luckily, I have looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove Mr. Matt on guard. The court acknowledges the prosecution. Right. I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. By the time this case comes to an end, too, know the answer. Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand. Oh yeah, Gumshoe. Witness, your name and occupation. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct. For now. After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir. Detective Gumshoe. The prosecution has no need for a depressed witness. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that. Get ready, Phoenix. This is gonna be a very rough fight. Yeah, it would have to be with Edgeworth as my opponent. The answer he was struggling for? Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. No. This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes award ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Carita, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the case of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. Okay. After the award ceremony, the victim was alone in his room? Yes, sir. Both the victim and defendant went alone to their rooms, sir. Let's see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. What's the case? Okay. This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes award ceremony, sir. Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony? Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. It ended around 8 p.m. And then there was a short break. The special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later. And that's when the victim's body was found, correct? Which is to say, the murder occurred during that 30-minute break. Please continue with your testimony, Detective. The victim, Juan Carita, was found dead in his hotel room. The person who discovered the victim's body was Adrian Andrews, correct? Yeah. Who is this Adrian Andrews you're talking about? She's the defendant, Matt Ungard's manager. She's a really pretty lady, sir. So she's a pretty lady. I wonder if she will grace us with her presence. When the post-ceremony show was about to start, she went to get Mr. Ungard. After visiting his room, she next went to the victim's room to get him for the show, sir. I see. And that's when she found the victim's body. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. The cause of death? Wasn't that because Mr. Carita was stabbed in the chest? Only a careless amateur would do something so brainless as that, pal. Rude. Take a good hard look at the river. Now, real pros attention, drawn here to this bandana. Banana. It's bandana, sir. That's the thing wrapped tightly around his neck, sir. Yes, I see. This banana-scented bandana. Then, what about the knife? It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death. We have a crafty hands here. Being strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. And why did you think that? Because it was empty, pal. Gem Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his Bright guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh, then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? We thought of that too, but the only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims. The victims, huh? I see. So much for my theory. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case? The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night. Well then, where was it? The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Margarita, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir. So, you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case? Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. So the guitar case was empty before he even got to the hotel. Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. That seems suspicious. I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his banana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why then did the police arrest Matt on guard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him. Here it comes. Looks like Edgeworth's back in full swing. Very well. Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter. Yes, sir. My arrest on guard. Matt on guard and Juan Carrito were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. As for evidence, there's the Jam and Ninja's button. It was ripped off the ninja costume and was found in Mr. On Guard's hakama. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant brought the knife before the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. Yikes. So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir. Gross. And there's this button. That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And is this button also covered? Yes. And we know that the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir. What? All of this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it? Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in yet, right? I'll find the hole in your argument somehow. That's as hard as you like. Just hurry out with your usual questions. I arrest on guard. It's the same text. Yeah, it is. Jammed in his button, he was ripped off. It's for a small knife. A button covered in the victim's blood, and a knife without guard's fingerprints. Be grateful. If the judge were more rash, he would have already pounded his gavel. We're still in a world of trouble. Well, before any battle, you must find your enemy's weakness. So let's find the weakness in his testimony, no matter how small it may be. Okay, Phoenix? I can't remember. I'm looking. I don't know if I have the evidence that confirms this. Do I have a picture of a room? Can't check that? Okay. Okay.
Objection!
Wait a second. What? So the basis of your argument was that this was a So the basis of your argument that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand? That's right, pal. The defendant did not buy this knife. Huh? Take a good look at the handle of this knife, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Huh? It has a Gatewater seal set into the handle. Gatewater? I think I've heard that name somewhere before. That's the name of the hotel. The Gatewater Hotel. Uh-oh. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel. Which means that this murder was not premeditated. Yes, that is very true. This is a very big... What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. What? Love his theme song. I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined. How so? I admit this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this. But I didn't... The question is... where did this knife come from? Why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Kurita's room. Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect. Yes. The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. That being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table. There is a knife and a fork on the table. Then, where in the world did this knife come from? If it pleases the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt on guard. Especially what was on top of his table. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife? Shit. We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt on guard's knife was missing. Ugh. Mr. Umgard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder. Damn! Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction. Seems like Edgeworth had this planned from... This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it. murder weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume, there is quite a sizable amount of evidence here. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were able to present evidence not yet shown to the court. Evidence not yet shown? He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence. What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright? Well... Phoenix. The judge is favoring the prosecution, right? If we answer with something wrong here, that gavel of his will be ringing out the sounds of our defeat. Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to this court? Sure, let's say yeah. Okay, oh god. There's one piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see. Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I am giving you one chance and only one. The judge is saying, right, is don't try playing one of your usual bluffs here. If I mess this up, it's the curtains for all of us. Uh-oh. You may present one and only one piece of evidence. Now then, what is this important evidence that you must show to the court? Yikes, okay. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's this. Wow, that was full health loss. Holy shit. I would have died immediately there. I should have saved. Psst. Okay. Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because the victim's struggle against his assailant. Assailant? Salient. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. Well, yes, I see your point. However, this glass that's sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over, along with everything else, is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, what do you all have to say? Well, yes, it is a little... yes, isn't it? I thought it was. You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth, what is it you're on? Opinion. You don't need my opinion. Because there is no special meaning to that glass. What? It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. That does sound very plausible. Mr. Wright? Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking? Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Okay. If I appear weak here, the trial is over. I can look for my proof later. For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty. It just might fall for it if you're thought-provoking it. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table. You've turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your... There's no way he has any, he's just bluffing. Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it. But... What?! You're not thinking hard enough today, right? Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? Then... Of course it has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints. Fingerprints? There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass. Only one? Well, whose were they? They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they were of one Adrian Andrews. What? Wine glass updated. That is why I said the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright? Ugh, I can't believe I fell into another trap! Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Karina. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser. What you just said makes a lot of sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Now do you see right? You can't change any part of my scenario, as it explains everything all too well. Ugh! I've thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover. But, wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict. Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from. Yes? Yes. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness. What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth? Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Witness, your name and occupation, please. Ugh. Heh. Gotcha. Or, what am I supposed to read that out as? G-O-T-C-H-A? Ugh. I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier. Oh, edgy boy, it's been what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me. I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet, it was the Wicked Witch of the witness stand. I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today, I'm gonna tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with the terrible crime. This witness. That terrible crime is all this court needs to know. Shush! I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgy right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps. Yes, madam. No. Please, by all means, interrupt her. Please! Anyway, witness, your testimony. Please. It's true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all edgy. Now then, what should I start with? The witness was on security detail at the hotel the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Olbeg? It was a great job, being able to see my dearie one. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle. You mean, you were a fan of the victim? Look, everyone is crazy over that on guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way, or something. But not me, I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Carita. But those two were the same age. Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his office, in front of his room that night. Very well, please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder. Leave it to me, Edgy Poo. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. He was on guard. Not on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. So Mr. On Guard came out from his room. See, it has to be him. He's the murderer. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yay! Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace it around in the hallway in front of his room. Miss Oldbag, what was your post on that night? The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show. But I refused to help, I'll have you know. It was for that lead-headed samurai show. I even took out a few of the nails. Maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on. Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little. And that's when you went to go hang out around the victim's door? There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. That's it. Something you were interested in? And just what was that? It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know. It's top secret between me and Juan. And Edgy Poo, of course. Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in? I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor. Gossip. But should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended to her testimony later. It looks like we shouldn't force it right now. And did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time? Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. Oh? Then would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Kurita's room? I have no idea. I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I kept keeping track of how old I really am. Yes, well, that would explain why your age was not included in the report. In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct? That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. Who in the world was that? I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room. It was... He was... Yes, he was. I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud. Oh, but I wouldn't give to have Francisca's whip right about now. Jesus. Well, I guess I can tell you, since he was such a bad boy anyway. It was on guard, Matt on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room. You saw my client? Are you sure about that? Yes, see. Really? Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person. Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a repeat of last year, I should delve into this a bit further. I have a picture. Okay, so I chose that because I have a picture of... Wait, do I have... Did I just spoil something? I did, okay. Never mind. I don't have that photo yet. I'm thinking too far ahead. Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail. What a troublesome man you really are. Or, You are, really, as if something like that matters. But it does. Now what was it? Oh yes, it was that thing. What thing? That gaudy thing he's always wearing. That racing jacket. He was wearing that in the detention center, too. That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men. Right, okay. So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way? Yes. Of course it was important, Your Honor.
Objection!
Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important. Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be appended to her testimony. I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright. Witness, please. Okay, hold on. Let me just check something. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must. He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show. Hold on, I want to see this dialogue. She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying. That's bad for us, really bad. But that's how the human mind is. It also has the tendency to jump off topic. She's strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time too, hasn't she? But that's what makes her a sweet old lady, right? It's because you're not the one who has to question her. Ugh. Anyway, after the ceremony... Oh, I already read this. Okay. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's this, because he was wearing a fucking hakama. This old bag. What? Don't say my name for no reason. Do you know what this is? Ah, it's button number 2 on the Jammin' Ninja's costume. Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance. Give it here, give it here. If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this. Wow, she really is a diehard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered on Mr. Ungard's body during a full body search. See? See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that it was that rascal Ungard. It was caught up in the pleats of his nickel samurai hakama pants. See? See? And Ungard is the nickel samurai. Okay, but, witness. Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination, but just now, didn't you say that the defendant, that Ungard, was wearing his usual racing jacket? See her angrily breathing under them. I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore the trendiest dress, then maybe you'd think I was the best woman ever. But instead I have to put up with this ridiculous-looking space-age outfit. This outfit's hideous, right? I got a tape recorder stuck on me. It's heavy, so heavy. I wish we could have switched to CDs ages ago. But I'm keeping that dream alive for all those kids out there. I work hard. Understand? Now take a look in the mirror. Your clothes are about as interesting as a documentary on Curly, and you should take a tip or two from Edgy Poop. Now he's got style. Wow. I kept up with that pretty well, compared to normal. Now hold your tongue still there for 1 second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. Ungard, the man, but Mr. Ungard, the Steel Samurai? But when you think about it, they're really one and the same anyway. Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about. Edgy Poo, do you think so too? Well, it might be something worth considering. Just say it's important and agree with me for a change. Gosh. Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify. Alright, if you insist. I should be the one sighing, not you. I saw. On guard. Yeah, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai. That's right, it was the Nickel Samurai I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony show stage thing right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor woman. I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume. It's the same fucking thing that happened last time. What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things. But the possibility does exist. Youngins today, I told you there's no way it was anyone else. How do you know that? Because I said so, and what I say is the truth. At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I saw. On guard. Yeah! Now I remember. The Nickel oh, hold on, I should be pressing all this. Press. Would you please get on with your testimony? Watch your language, young man. What sort of tone is that to take with an elder? My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything. If you keep on barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs. What? A striking figure by the sea, standing all alone is he. He's the Nickel Samurai. She's actually singing. Someone help my poor ears. Mr. Edgeworth, can you please do something about this racket? Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you be good and stick to just the facts. Okay. You promise, right? Right? I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office at a later date. I mean to send you a thank you note later too, Edgeworth, old chum. The Nickel Samurai. Yeah, that's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not? Not too long ago. Then let me ask you this. When you were itty-bitty, what was your grand dream? Huh? What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper? My dream, huh? Well, I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public court. So what? See? And look at where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner now, are you? Are you? Well, what I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past. Since when did court become theatrics over testimonies? All that matters is the man that was inside that costume. Isn't that enough? Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear the costume during the murder. And why would that be? That way, no one could see his face, of course. But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you would think that the costume would make him stand out all the more. You are such an annoying child, you know that? You disagree with everything I say. Isn't that what you're always doing to me? I got it. Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show? Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing. And that included the Jammin' Ninja? Of course it included him. That's why when On Guard came out of Dear Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought. I see. Well, anyways. So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor one. So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the Nickel Samurai? As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning? Can I throw in the towel yet? You don't need this one. Huh? There's a contradiction in her testimony. It's sitting in plain sight. The question is what that contradiction means for us. Well, I have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay. Hold on. Yes, the Nickel Samurai does wear gloves. Okay, that's what I was wondering. And there we go.
Objection!
Please take a look at this. Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work. No, that's not my intention at all. That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct? Your Honor, you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case. You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it. A knife! No! Is that what you're driving at? That is exactly what I'm driving at. What are we driving at, and whose car are we driving? If Mr. Ingard was really the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife off. Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he?
Objection!
He probably took his gloves off before they began the stabbing.
Objection!
And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? What? There's no way he would do something like that. However, there is one possibility. Then let's hear your possibility. It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant had no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk to the victim about his stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off. But the murder still did take place. It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim. Yes, I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory? So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with this theory? Yes, there is a contradiction because he brought the fucking knife. This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony. What are you babbling about? Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Engard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. Since he brought the knife with him.
Take that!
This knife. This was used by Mr. Engard at dinner. Yes, we did establish that. Which means that if my client was, in fact, the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Kareem. I suppose. However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he be bringing a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife, should there not? Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over it like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us. Order, I say. Order in the court. Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? It's to frame my client, Mr. Engard, of course. To frame.
Objection!
Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one?
Objection!
But we just established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. Ugh. Witness! Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy Poo? Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai? Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but... Are you saying you mixed up Mr. On Guard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV? But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure. She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai? Alright then. Who were you waiting around for then? That's top secret to anyone outside of security. I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Green. Am I correct, witness? Ha ha ha. The way you think, you're a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness. Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of? So, Meg was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Kurita. Maybe Phoenix. Maybe the old bag was waiting around for that person. This who I think Mia's hinting at is certainly possible. This old bag. You were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? I'm pretty sure it's her because she had that tabloid about her saying that she was having a secret relationship with Rita. Who is this person? This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. On Guard's manager. But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. Oh, this is, well, this is, I see. The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing. Defendant's manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's... Adrian Andrews, without a doubt. The witness thought so as well. Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sworn confidentiality stuff then. But, witness, what in the world are you? Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling. I got some information, some very secret information from a certain source. Okay. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation, in secret. But what for? Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? I really don't want to do this. However, I simply cannot let this point slide. I see. Very well then. Witness, please testify about this secret information. Get ready. This is going to take the wind out of you youngins. I'm sure we're all capable of handling this, really. It's not like we're 10 years old. Secret information. Okay. That On Guard man is one evil, evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager getting close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay? Defendant sent his manager? What a distasteful topic for this court. What? Nobody's above nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant? Never heard that one before. But okay. Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person? We have looked into this matter, and found that the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip. But should this be true, then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. This means I have to smash this rumor once and for all. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Be careful, that old bag seems rather excited right now. That's right, On Guard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth. Well, as the old saying goes, gotta burn old bags with fire. Nice. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. Danger zone? That On Guard is one evil, evil man. Can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander. But it's true. That woman was getting intimate with poor Juan. Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Miss AA. But the name of the magazine that this came from is called Gossipland. What? Are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies? What do you know? I suppose next you'll swear to me that the news is 100% true. Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip. This game is clearly from a different time. Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Wright. Discriminate? When did I do anything like that? Anyway, On Guard will never get me to say touche. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. A scandal? What do you mean by that? You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days? No, I wasn't asking what the word scandal meant. Even I know that much. Well, that On Guard thought he could own a monopoly on popularity. So to do that, he sent his own manager getting close with Juan. You don't have any proof that Mr. On Guard did any such thing. You must be suffering from shock, the shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right. Right, I can't do anything, but boy do I wish I could do something about you. Alright then, Sonny, show me what you got. I don't know what she's gonna ask me to do, I'm gonna save. Can you show me proof that On Guard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan? I don't think I have proof against that. I don't have anything to offer. See, just as I thought. And you were lecturing me about saying things without proof. You're just giving me a free pass to say whatever I want, whenever I want, silly boy. Me and my big mouth. What's the way the cookie crumbles for you, anyway? I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. So, what do you mean by I took action? Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of Juan's room, I was gonna capture her and teach her a good lesson. Something you youngins need. You were going to teach her a good lesson? I was gonna make her eat the damaging means of my ray gun. Like this! No, stop! Well, it was too bad that the woman didn't come through the door that night. Oh, and this is top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay? Wait. What? I'm a busy woman. Tea time with the kids is over. Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information? Huh? Well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drill a hole into my brain, you'll never find out. How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of it? Bleh. Who? How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of information? Okay, I think I know how. So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldbag? Why are you looking at me like that? Stop it! Witness. I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it? You fucking steal Lotta's camera. Yup. I bet so.
Take that!
The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart. Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl. She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. She reported such a thing? On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outrageous, impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews. What? Outrageous ideas, you say? No. I said impressions. Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless? Ah, that's it. That's the note. Ah! No! You see, this is something completely different. This is my top secret list of groceries to buy. And you are the one who took Miss Hart's note. I'm a huge fan of wands, that's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper, she's working with that evil on guard. She said so herself. On guard, I'm his sidekick. She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written. Edgy Poo, you believe me, don't you? Ugh. I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. That's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before. You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine. Well, it was only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook it's just this once. She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? No. She fucking stole a camera. If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to that prosecution. Witness, you said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct? Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can, that's all. You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it. Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again? Miss Oldbag, I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. Would you present the camera again?
Take that!
Uh-oh. Miss Oldbag, that note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it? Okay. Freaked me out for a second there. I thought I presented the wrong thing. A camera? Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying something like, my sweetie $1,600 camera disappeared on me. Why? Witness! What is it, Gramps? If you have the note, then it's only logical that you also have the camera, too. Ugh. Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for? Ah, that's... What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know. I still eat meals like you, I fall in love, and I borrow things from people. I think your definition of borrow is a little off. That's a good callback. Phoenix said the exact same thing to Maya when she went to go borrow something during the case that Old Egg was in last. I saw that woman's business card, and that's when I noticed it said, Slimebag Celebrity Photographer Extraordinaire. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she had taken. I'm a professional security guard, it's my business to know these things. Bailiff! Check this camera's photos, hurry! We must examine them at once. At once. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have? There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Please present it to the court. This is the Nickel Samurai. Save. See, I told you, that's the guy I saw. This proves that the witness was not lying earlier about the matter. What does this all mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Ungard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. If that is the case, then this Nickel Samurai is the defendant. Is it though? Is it though? How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence. Final comments, Mr. Wright? The court will consider them before. You agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client? Hell no. If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, then I would put Maya's life in jeopardy. I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lotta took, there's something strange with it. There's something strange with this photo. I knew this was coming, right? Thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth? I think we can all agree there is nothing strange with this photo. There is no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster. Bunk with a bunker buster? Is that what you're planning on doing, Mr. Wright? Anyway, please look at the photo one more time. If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct? Well, I have to find something wrong with this photo. Can't let this chance go by. Where in the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all out of focus. Why can't you take a good shot, especially when it counts? On a heart. Now then, let's hear your objection. What about this photo is strange? It's the pants, right? I had to do this okay, I'm gonna lose the entire game if I do this wrong, so...
Take that!
I got it, okay. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right. What are you pointing to? His ankles? If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't. Check that. Yeah, okay. And what does that mean? Costumed person in this photo could not have been Mr. Ungard. What is the meaning of this?
Objection!
I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is. Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama. His socks. You can see his socks. Exactly. However, in this photo, Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his kama up just to walk. There's only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than a defendant. Alright. I think I've turned things around for myself this time. It's curious. Huh? What is? Edgeworth is unusually good today. It's true. He's just letting the trial run itself as if he's only along for the ride. What do you mean by that? I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. Doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all? Mr. Edgeworth, where does this leave us? The person in this photo is not Matt Ungard. And everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless. thing I want to ask you. I think you have proved that the person inside this costume is not Matt Ungar. In that case, who is this a photo of? Who is the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume? Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think? Yeah. Why is he so calm? Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who is the person in this photograph?
Take that!
It's Adrian Andrews. Adrian Andrews? If you want to know who that Nickel Samurai is, it's none other than this woman. Why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short. And she can freely move in and out of Mr. Ungard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. Ungard that night. How does that all add up? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Ungard's fingerprints all over it. A knife that was used as a murder. Why don't you just say what it is you want, right? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict Ms. Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Garita. It's Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Order, order, order! It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. The verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony. Alright, so this is kind of bad for us. Huh? What do you mean? If Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness, it means the trial will go on for another day. Okay? Ah! Oh. Today, then Maya. Now then, we shall set Miss Andrews' testimony for tomorrow. What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. Raise an objection, I guess, probably. I don't want Maya dead. Now then.
Objection!
Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today. I can't do that. We cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony as if she's not. I abhor wasting such a valuable Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial. But we cannot continue due to this unexpected development. Tisk. Unexpected development? I think you underestimate me, Your Honor. And what do you mean by that? That Mr. Phoenix Wright would slave his way to subpoena Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. What? What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She is the next witness. What? Everything was planned out in advance by that man? Somehow, I knew there was no way Wedgeworth would live with Miss Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over. Exactly. Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. Court will now take a 10-minute recess. Okay. And that means we are done for today. I believe... Oh no, we're still not halfway through this. Through this trial. This case. Hey. Save. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am going to raid Newton's channel before I leave. Check him out. He's playing the Bloodstained game that just came out. So yeah, it's pretty good. So thank you guys for watching. I will be back with more Ace Attorney at 11 p.m. on Monday night. 11 p.m. Eastern. So check out my Twitter to see more details about when I'm streaming and what my schedule is. I will be back on tomorrow at 5 p.m. with more Bloodborne. Okay, thanks for watching.